Hi, this is Jeana at Art of Skincare, and today we're going to dive into the eye area. We're going to be talking about two things predominantly, where I'm going to show you guys how to do a special weekly eye treatment to exfoliate and nourish the eye area. And then I'm also going to show you guys a daily routine. It's a really nice corrective routine that I like to do, especially at this time of the year, towards the end of summer when the eye area is just looking a little hyperpigmented or a little rough. That's when I like to change things up a little bit. If we really listen to our skin or really look at our skin and see through the seasons, you'll see times when different elements of your face need special attention. And oftentimes that just means you need to change things up for a little bit. Maybe one product was working really good, but right now your skin's going through something a little different and you're just needing to change it up for a little while. So oftentimes with my skincare, once I use up a product or I start to see that my skin's just not as perfect as I want it to be, then I will change things up for a little while. So I'm rotating through my favorite products that I use in the eye area. So first of all today, let's get started with the eye treatment. Let me get my hair out of my way. And I'm going to show you guys an amazing treatment that you can do at home. First off, let's talk about, because I've cleansed my eye area, I've removed all eye makeup, and let's talk about that a little bit. Eye makeup is probably the most aging thing underneath sun damage, other than sun damage. Eye makeup can be some of the most damaging, one of the most damaging things that we can do around the eye area, because if you ever notice it, if you go without eye makeup for a while, then you start using it again, you really notice that that area around your eyes gets much drier, lines get more defined. Oftentimes it's because of what we're using to remove our eye makeup. Many eye makeup removers, bless their hearts, they are just too drying and they just leave, they're too stripping and they leave this area, delicate area, very dry and malnourished. So right now, my current favorite for removing my eye makeup is from Lemieux. This is Peptide Foam Cleanser. I use this as my first cleanse and I can use it all over my face. It removes the most thickest makeup you can imagine from your face and from your eyes, but it doesn't over dry the skin. It's got these wonderful peptides in it that are really soothing, that reduce redness, and so it just makes that perfect first cleanse for removing the eye makeup. And when I use this, I don't find that I'm seeing those dry little lines around my eyes and the puffiness and the delicacy that can happen from using more harsh eye makeup removers. So Lemieux Peptide Foam Cleanser is what I used to wash my eyes this morning. Now I'm going to do an enzyme treatment. And for this, I've pulled from Rhonda Allison. This is her Dermazyme. This is the small bottle. It comes in two sizes. Dermazyme is just a very natural enzyme. So you can see when I put it on my fingers here, it comes out and it's just like a little gel. And I even use more. Let me start over again. Haven't used this bottle in a while, it's brand new. So here we go. There we go. You can see it comes out as a pretty thick little gel. As you rub this into the skin, it's gonna feel thick around the eye area. And then as you keep massaging, those enzymes start going to work and they actually shift and change. And then it starts to feel very watery around the eyes. So I'm just doing gentle massage. I include my eyebrows for this exfoliation because the eyebrows need exfoliating. That's how we keep them healthy and keep them growing. As many of you know, that gets a little trickier as we age, and the way to do that is keep gentle exfoliation happening. I love this enzyme on the eyelids. It's gonna help remove dry, crepey skin around the eyes. It's going to help with any dark pigment that's built up, old cells. Enzymes just digest away those dry, dead skin cells so that your skin is soft and glowing. And then the serums and things that we put on afterwards can really penetrate the skin better. If this eye area is super dry, when you put on your eye creams, they just disappear into that dryness really fast and the tissue is dry again. Or you put on an eyeshadow and it just looks really dry and doesn't settle nicely into the skin, that's because you have some old dead skin cells that need to go away. So I'm just, now as I'm massaging, it's turned really watery, and now it's starting to feel just gently gritty. This is because those enzymes are going to work, and it's starting to pick up skin cells, and it's starting to solidify. Now you can, once it starts to turn gritty, you can leave it on for just a few extra minutes and then rinse it off. You know that it's done its good work. So I'm going to go ahead and now remove it. I'm going to use a Clean Skin Club wipe. I'm going to get it wet. But you can see it's so gentle. It never burns your eyes. It's so gentle on the skin. Even my clients with the most sensitive skin or rosacea skin can use this enzyme over their entire face and their eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it. I'm actually really happy. I'm doing this show for you guys to deal with, you know, the summer damaged eye tissue, but I've been using this routine all summer, and I'm actually really happy with the condition of my eyes. I feel like even though I've gone through a very active summer where I've been outdoors a lot, and I normally get a lot of dark spots in this area, because I've been doing this routine, I feel like my eyes look better than they have in quite a while, even when it wasn't summertime. They just needed, the skin tissue around my eyes just needed a nice change. Okay. Now to check to make sure that all that enzyme is off, you can use your finger and run it around this area. If you still feel some slipperiness from the enzyme, then you know you have a little more to remove. I'll just come in here, right under this little area. There we go. Now it feels good. So step 2, I'm going to do something special today just because I don't want to make this video too long. I want you guys to be able to get the good information and get going and get on with your day. So this eye I'm going to treat as if I'm doing my home eye facial, and then this eye I'm going to treat as this eye I'm going to treat with my daily skincare routine, so you can see what that looks like. So here we go. For the mask, for this eye, I've chosen Farmhouse Fresh Guac Star. Guac Star can be kept in your refrigerator. In fact, it's best to keep it in the refrigerator. You know how avocados are? They are temperature sensitive, and you want to keep this nice and fresh. Keep it in a refrigerator, and then when you put it on, it feels really nice and cool. This mask can be used all over the face to rehydrate, but it's also beautiful and gentle enough to use on the eye area. So there we go. I'm gonna leave that on this eye. That will be my mask eye, and it feels kind of tingly. It feels really nice. It's getting some blood circulating in that area. And now let's talk about what I'm doing for my daily skincare routine in the morning. So in the morning, after I've done an enzyme like this, or just after I've washed my face in the morning, I'm grabbing Is Clinical C Eye Serum. This is a serum, a vitamin C serum that's pretty strong, that's been balanced for the eye area. This is the little miracle for me. I think this was one of the little miracles for the summer for my eye care. So it has really exfoliated gently and brightened this area under my eyes. It has resurfaced, kind of retexturized this area without causing irritation. And it has kept those dark spots away and even brightened up some that I had. Most people can use this twice a day. However, if you're one of those that can't use it twice a day, it's fine to use it once a day. So you could use it AM or PM. In the PM, I like to top this with Hale and Hush Brilliant Eye and Lip Serum. But in the daytime, I top it with a eye cream that has SPF protection in it. So let's go ahead and put this on. I'm applying it right into my brows and even a little above my brow line, because that's where all my little lines are. Pat it in. Now with vitamin C, you want to let the skin dry. So I'm going to let the serum dry into my skin before I do the next step. Now the eye area is the area that tends to show our age, just shows signs of environmental damage and everything first. So many people come to me even in their 20s and the first thing they want is an eye cream because that's where we tend to see that damage accumulate first. So as with the rest of our face, it's often best to go double duty on your eyes and use a serum as well as a cream. The serum is what's going to get in there and do some real repair work and support, and then that eye cream also has ingredients in it, like today we're going to be using the Tizo Eye Renewal. So it's got good ingredients in it to help with crow's feet and all of that, but it also has, very importantly, it has an SPF factor. So it's got an SPF factor of 20. I find that this is gentle enough as well to be used all the way around the eye area. I still don't go all the way down to my lash line just because I have oily eyelids and everything will travel. So, but I use a mineral powder sunscreen so that, and usually those are rated around a 20 as well. So doing my actual eyelid down here with this will be great. I have at times when I'm not wearing any makeup and I'm playing pickleball or tennis, I have taken it all the way down and I actually haven't had any burning or stinging, but I'm always afraid that I will. There's nothing worse than having your eyes start to burn when you're sweating and you're trying to hit a pickleball. So I've got my eye cream on. I've extended it all the way out to those areas where the little lines are. And now I know it has a wonderful silky feel. It has that ability to blur the lines and the texture around the skin, so it keeps your skin looking really nice. And you can use it as a base, especially if you have drier eyes. You can use it as your base for your eyeshadows that you're going to put on. Now at nighttime, I do a similar routine. I've got my Is Clinical Eye Serum, which I put on, and then I grab from Hale and Hush the Brilliant Eye. This is actually an eye and lip treatment, and it's wonderfully moisturizing. We kind of call it that mermaid cream, and you're going to see when I put it on, it has this wonderful glimmer to it. The first place I put this is on my lips, and I put it all the way around so that it gets the little line areas around the lips. And then I take what's left over, and that's what I pat onto the orbital bone around the eye area. These kind of oligopeptides don't need to go all the way to your lash line because they travel. Then they get in your lashes and then they're getting in your eye and it doesn't feel good. So you keep these out on that orbital bone. The good stuff is going to travel as far as you need it to, but not into your eyes. And be sure and get, smile, make sure you're getting all those lines all the way out to that outer orbital bone, the side of your forehead where you want to soften up lines. So that's my nighttime treatment. Keeps it really easy. Just 2 products for the morning and 2 products for the night. And then for my weekly home treatment, it's just also been 2 products, the Dermazyme and the Guac Star. So now I can go ahead and remove my Guac Star. Feels really good. And I have, you guys get these? I didn't sleep. I didn't put my satin pillowcase back on my pillow last night. So this is another tip around the eyes and the face, is to use a real satin or silk. Satin is different than silk. You want a real silk pillowcase. It makes a difference in the little lines you get around your face. So I also like linen sheets. My husband made the bed this week and he put my linen pillowcase on, and I ended up this morning, I noticed, with one of those creases that's gonna last me a couple hours into the day, this nice little line going down here. And just as a tip, what you can do, and we tend to get those more and they last longer the older we get. And so as a tip, use your silk pillowcases and you won't wake up with those little crease marks on your face. So let's remove the Guac Star now. And Ben can check for me. Do we have any questions popping up? Anybody that I can answer while I'm doing this eye over here?
We have an unrelated question.
Okay.
Would you like it now?
Sure, I'll take an unrelated question. I'll take any questions, you guys. This is your opportunity to ask me questions in a live format. So.
Okay, so Sony wants to know, she'd love to know how to have fuller cheeks like you do. Thank you.
Well, you know, part of it is your heritage. So, you know, I'm a quarter Japanese and Eastern European, and so I have those nice, healthy cheekbones. My sister has them as well. That helps. The other thing that I do, and you can follow along with me, and you can see the skincare routines that I do, because a big part of having this plumpness in the skin is really protecting your skin density. So, and in order to protect my skin density, there's certain products that I use in my skincare routine on a regular basis. One of those are the Emapel products. Emapel really goes after the estrogen loss that we experience after menopause. Even if you're doing HRT, this comes at it from the skin level. So in those first 5 years of menopause, you lose 30% of your collagen and then 2% per year after that. Emapel helps to reverse that and stop that, slow all that down. And so I would say almost 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago, I started on Emapel, and those who've been following me that long know that made a big difference for my face. That was a real game changer for me. The other thing, things that I use that I know that really give that nice plumpness is I'm using the MBK Wave, and I'm using Cavapla serum. Cavapla is an amazing plumper. It even has ingredients in there that go in and help to rebuild that fat layer that we tend to lose as we age. Several times a week, I'm using Adipo. Adipo helps to restore fat pad. That's what a lot of this is too, fat pad. Recently lost quite a bit of weight, and I was starting to see that this changed a little bit, but adding that Adipo into my nighttime routine 2 or 3 nights a week has made a big difference. For the first 2 weeks on Adipo, I used it every night, and then I backed off to using it 2 or 3 times a week, and I'm still just seeing great results with that product. The other thing that I do that really helps with skin density is microcurrent. So if you haven't seen the TriWave, the MyoLift TriWave, that's a microcurrent device that I helped to develop. And what our focus with that particular device is, we go after those waveforms that actually help to re-densify the skin, to repair, rebuild, and to increase that collagen production. And that's really amazing. And I do that once a week. I put a sheet mask on my face, I put on my TriWave, and I do it once a week. And I see a big difference, especially in this area when I do that, because we can all tend to get a lot of lymphatic buildup in here where things just don't move through. And doing that microcurrent treatment just keeps this line really nice and firm for me. So there's my long answer on that. Now, this eye feels so good after removing that mask. Now I'm going to put on my eye serum by Vitamin C. Do we have any other questions, Ben?
Not right now.
Not right now? Great. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Leftovers of this can go around the mouth area. It can go on any other little lines or texture spots that you have, definitely in those brows. Working that in. And then I'm going to put on my Tizo. So I have my sun protection for the day. And that's going on my orbital bone, and then a little on the inside of my orbital bone as well. And that's my daytime routine. Now on this side, I did add the Brilliant Eye and Lip for PM, but I am at the beginning of my day, so I'm gonna pat that off because I just don't need to go through the whole day with mermaid eyes. Although it wouldn't be bad, it won't hurt me at all, but not my preference to be having that opalescent glow all over there. And I'm gonna reapply some Tizo on top of there. Okay, And that's it. That's our summer eye repair. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, just reach out to us over at Art of Skincare. We have estheticians, my estheticians. They are wonderful. I love them. I've trained them all. We are all so passionate about skincare and helping all of you. So just reach out at Art of Skincare to our live chat, and we'll answer any questions or help you pick the perfect serums or serum and cream combination for what's going on with the tissue around your eyes.